Hey, Dennis O'Brien back again on Let's Talk About It for our pre-election show. Election's coming up next Tuesday. We are limited today to, we're going off the air, Matt Rupert says, not his fault, at 5:29 p.m., so we got to hurry. We have a great guest tonight to help us preview the election, Catina Caban-Owen, who I've known for decades, let's say. Forever, right. And she is now a member of the Wyndham Board of Education. She's been a member of that board before, in the distant past, I'd say, Catina. And, a social worker, all kinds of great stuff. What's the name of that group?
Yes, Wyndham Task Force to Prevent Child Abuse and Neglect.
Yes, which has been very successful.
Has been.
Extremely successful,
Thank
doing
you.
a great job, and that's a tough job.
It is a tough
You've been doing
job.
very well, but tonight we're going to talk about the election coming up on Tuesday, and Susan Johnson is here as well.
I am, Dennis, and I'm so thrilled that we have Catina Caban-Owen here today because, she has a lot of things to say, and she's been such a wonderful asset on the Board of Education. We're really, really glad because she understands our student population, the fact that we've been neglected, but we're not taking that anymore, right, Catina?
No, not at all. And just a disclaimer, I'm not representing the board tonight.
No.
I am speaking as a Puerto Rican woman who is angry at the comments said about all of us.
Okay, we're going to get into that
And
soon, but first.
We're very, very happy that you were here, but didn't we have a great time yesterday? You were there, Catina, on Halloween, and, this town really takes care of the region. We had 5,000 people come right by us, and we gave out candy to 5,000 families.
It was adorable. The kids look wonderful. Alicia Rivera and I were there to speak in Spanish on behalf of the Democratic Party, and many, many parents and children. The parents were all dressed up, and a 5-year-old told me that my costume was beautiful, although I was just dressed for a meeting. So
That was
it was
great.
very funny.
Well, that 5-year-old spoke the truth, of course.
It was a wonderful, wonderful event, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing the little ones, but we want to get right to one thing I want to say about our election, and that is we have early voting right through to November 3rd, and then regular voting over there on the 5th at your regular polling places.
Yep.
If you're not registered, you could always get yourself registered at the town hall and early vote. And even on election day, you can register at the town hall and vote there. So you can do the same day voter registration. It's just that now we have early voting, so I want to make sure everybody has a chance to get there. And I know that we've had great turnout with early voting ever since it started. So, and I want to also stress that as we listened to everybody last week, we have amazing security measures here in the state of Connecticut, so your vote will be counted and safe. So, with that said,
Okay, my
all right.
turn. My turn. Okay, I want to. That's great, and early voting is working out pretty well. A lot of people are voting, but a lot of people yet still have to vote. And one of the reasons why we're on tonight with Catina is we want to talk about voting, and we want everybody to vote. Everybody should vote. Everybody should vote. But I want to talk a little bit about something that's occurring now that I've never seen it like anything like it before, and that is negative campaigning. I've been involved in Wyndham politics for more than 40 years, and I'll tell you the truth, I never saw much at all in the way of negative campaigning locally for the longest time. But negative campaigning in general was really accelerated in the election of 2016, and guess why? It was Donald Trump. Donald Trump was campaigning negatively against his fellow Republican candidates that were running against him. I remember him insulting the wife of Ted Cruz. I remember him insulting Marco Rubio, among many others. And unfortunately, negative campaigning seems to have taken off, and it's really not good. It's really not good. I love what Kamala Harris is saying, that she doesn't care if she becomes president. She doesn't care if you voted for her or not. She is going to be the president for everybody. That is just what we need. Somebody who cares about every American and will do the best for everybody who is here, and not just pick winners and losers and choose and go against people who she thinks might have voted against her. We need that kind of president now, not a president that picks on people and says bad things about people. And what has happened just recently with the statements that were made by that comedian at the Trump rally at Madison Square Garden. Well, Catina, what do you think about that?
Well, I will talk about that. But just today, the president in live television threatened the life of Liz Cheney. So it has gone from negative to now violence, open like nothing. Well, he said, I can kill someone in Fifth Avenue and nobody will do that for me because he's a narcissist. He's a malignant narcissist. And here is Dr. Catina talking. And he is also evil, pure evil. He is a present danger to our nation, our democracy, our society. He is threatening the same people who supported him before and all of us, therefore.
That's correct. The former President Trump has been very, very unhinged during this campaign. It's much different in some ways than what happened in 2016 when he beat Hillary Clinton, not by the popular vote, by the Electoral College. So he now is out there campaigning in a way that's very threatening after January 6th, when, as our Vice President Harris has indicated on more than one occasion, when that occurred, he didn't care whether or not his vice president was hung at the Capitol. So he is very dangerous at this point in time, and he's got Project 2025 that he plans to implement on day one. I'm really, really glad to hear you here with us today, Catina, because the former president is a danger, and for him to refer to the beautiful island of Puerto Rico and the lovely people from Puerto Rico in such a way is really very, very disheartening.
Actually, it started in 2017, 2018. Not only did he throw paper towels at our people when there was a devastating hurricane where many people died, but also, did you know, Puerto Rican people and Latino people in this community, that men, if I can call him a man, wanted to exchange Puerto Rico for Greenland? This is documented. Because Puerto Ricans were in an island and they were dirty and poor. He said that himself, and it's documented. You can Google it. In 2017 or 18. My mind is failing me right now about the date. But now that his campaign and all those people have said that Puerto Rican island is a floating garbage, can I say I'm pissed off on radio?
I'd say you could say that.
Yes, not only that. Yeah, thank you. I can say it in English, Spanish, and even sign language.
Say it in Spanish. Yeah.
You can
Okay,
say something in
tengo
Spanish if
un
you'd like.
coraje que hiervo por dentro. Nosotros necesitamos ser respetados y somos ciudadanos. Y este hombre está en contra de nosotros. Y el puertorriqueño que vota en contra de Kamala está votando en contra de sí mismo. I just said that he is disrespectful, and also that any Puerto Rican who votes for Trump is voting against himself, herself, themselves, and all of us, because he has said he's going to take all the immigrants, and all Latinos are what? We are infecting the blood of the white people. Oh, goodness. He has spoken against blacks, Jews, Muslims. He has spoken against women and gay. And I don't know you, but I have family members who are gay and trans. And I'll be darned if I'm going to stand for that man.
Okay, I like that. Because you got him dead to rights. He is. That's who he is. He's not hiding who he is. He's really showing himself off, and I think he thinks that appeals to a certain constituency. And if that's so, that's sad. That's a sad commentary on the country that we all know and love.
Yeah, we need to stop minimizing, excusing, and rationalizing what he says and his people. He is a present danger for the United States of America and for all our people.
Exactly. And I want to make a point here because Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States of America. It really should be a state of the United States of America at some point in time, but that's certainly up to the Congress
That's
and
your
the people in
opinion,
Puerto
and
Rico. That's my opinion. But it is something that. But Puerto Rico is still a territory of the United States, and it's something that we behold and love. Anything that we have that kind of connection with.
Yeah, we were given citizenship just for men to be recruited for World War I. And in World War II, oh my God, el 65 de Infantería, 65th Infantry, were right there defending our rights and humanity as a whole against, the Nazis. Oh my God, and we are going to support that type of behavior now? No.
Well, one of the problems things that bothers me the most is that some of his, at least the media seems to consider that his behavior is within the norm. It's within the far-ranging norm, and it's not normal. It's abnormal, and it shouldn't be tolerated. And I hope that the voters of this whole entire country come out and show him that they feel the same way. To the extent that we elect a new president who is a modern president, the president for the modern United States of America. The USA is still a great country, but we have to keep it great. It is great already. It's not being made great, and it's great for everybody. There's opportunities here for everybody. The economy is doing well. Everybody's doing well. Billionaires like Mark Cuban and other sensible billionaires are all saying, "Hey, this country has never done better. It's doing well for everybody." And the unemployment rate is way down. The stock market is up. But there are lots of jobs. Connecticut's economy is doing well. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect.
No,
it's never going to be
right.
perfect. But it is darn good.
Yes.
And people should appreciate it. And we are here tonight basically to tell the people of this community, especially in Windham, to get out and vote.
And vote for Kamala and all the Democratic ticket, line A, straight, left to right, and also to have early voting. There is a question on the top that you need to be voting yes. People feel disenfranchised. People feel that the country has not done well for us. Okay, so we have been discriminated and put down. Still is not the same as voting for that man who is going to kill us, who is going to deport us. Think about, not to mention women and their health rights
Exactly.
when they are pregnant or
That's
not.
right, that's right.
Freaking no.
He does not care that the Supreme Court that he created with the 3 Supreme Court justices, now he's borked the court, and he's made them all originalists, and they have sent everything back to the states. The southern states have held the women captive, and many of them are dying now because they have a pregnancy that should have been treated by a doctor. Doctors are terrified to treat women with bad pregnancies in the southern states that have done this, and some in the northern states, and they are leaving those states. And so it's not just about the fact of a bad pregnancy or an abortion. It's also being able to diagnose somebody with cervical cancer because there's nobody there to do it in these states. Doctors are leaving. They don't want to be arrested. So he has really hurt females all over this country.
And don't forget, if he is elected, he will never stand trial for the horrible things that he did on January 6th.
Absolutely.
That was the raid on the Capitol was unbelievable. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that happen.
And he is going to pardon all those people. And imagine your daughter being raped, being abused, or having an, what do you call it, ectopic pregnancy
yes.
en los tubos, and not be able to receive treatment and see her bleeding to death.
Yes, and it's happening all over the country.
Voting for him is not Christian, is not right, is not anything but evil.
That's
it's not
correct.
rational for sure. And you know, we're hoping that everybody in Wyndham will go out and vote. And the more people vote, I think that we're going to get the best result.
I hope
And
so.
that's right. Well, we're hoping. We're certainly hoping
Yes.
because this is a turning point in American history.
Amen.
Sort of like World War II. I mean, this is a big turning point, and you know, we are fighting for democracy here. We're fighting for fairness, equity, respect for everybody. Every person has the right to be respected, and you know, we need that. And we're not going to get that if Donald Trump gets another 4 years, and we're also going to get additions to the Supreme Court that it's going to make it even worse than it is now.
We're fighting for our lives and the life of our children. The end. Put full stop.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and get out there and vote. And we'll see you next week in a brand new show.
Thank you so much. We'll be back next week with another great show. Thank you, Catina Caban-Owen, for being with us here tonight on this very important occasion.